Alright guys, welcome back for another episode of the Crappie Connection. We got myself, Justin Berry,
Brad Chappell,
partner in crime right next to me. And we got next again, we got Mr. Wally Marshall here, Mr. Crappie.
Well, I just want to say this. The first show that we did together, man, was that exciting. I was like pumped up, man. Y'all just had it going on. We was right there on the shores of Lake Washington and looking out and just laid back talking. And I had some great comments yesterday here at Grizzly Jigs from your listeners.
Really?
That really enjoyed the show, and they told me, they said, Wally, you really come off as the greatest guy. You know, and I'm like, really? I mean, just people don't know you, until you sit down and you talk and shoot the bull and, hey, this is a normal guy. This ain't a guy just riding around all over the country just fishing or whatever. He's one of us, Right. And I told him, I said, man, I appreciate it. And if people really didn't know you, they do know you now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, that's the whole intention of this, is actually getting everybody to know that, like yourself, your background, your history, and, just all about Mr. Crappie.
Oh, yeah, back from plumbing days to Bass Pro days to now with Lew's and Strike King, and we're doing a lot of good stuff out there and got a lot of good products coming out on the market. And we're here at Grizzly Jigs, at their big spring show. And
how fun is it?
Hey, man, there's so many people here. You can't even get up and down the aisles, man.
Love it.
But, we do seminars here daily, and they got the hummingbird seminars going on. And if you can't learn something about crappie fishing here, man, you need to go back to school a little bit.
Right.
I meet a lot of people here that's been here in previous years, going on 16 years of doing this. I actually talked Louie into doing this show 16 years ago.
Wow.
That's great.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, man, you sure we can do that? You sure we can pull some people? I said, Louie, believe me, build it and they will come.
That's right. Yeah, special thanks out to them. Special thanks for letting us come here and do this in the back warehouse. I didn't say it in the intro there, but big thanks for them to let us come here and do this podcast for everybody.
Oh, man, they got big things on the horizon, too. They got a new building they're going to move into.
Oh, really? That's the first I heard of it there.
Oh, yeah, they got a gigantic – you need to look at that picture today of their new warehouse and also showroom, and so when they have their spring classics, there's going to be a lot of room where people's got a lot of space.
Yeah.
And they can sell it on pallets, you know what I mean?
Like
they don't even have to unwrap some of this stuff back here in this warehouse. They can just set it on pallets and it just going out the door.
Yeah, you see it good behind the scenes, like everybody that's watching on YouTube right now.
Grabbing pole tips all day long. I mean,
Charlie Bunny's been back here just all day long. Let's go. So you got a seminar at 12, so we got about 40 minutes to push. Let's go ahead and get what you're pretty much selling all day today. What you got here on the showcase?
Hey, man,
here?
We're talking about, we got some great deals here at Grizzly Jigs on my Signature Series rods. Grizzly Jigs bought out our existing closeouts of last year because we had a graphic change on my Signature Series rods. And so the new rods this year have the orange iridescent forefront on them. This is what I call my all-day rod. It's a 7-foot one piece.
All day.
And it's all day, baby. We're talking about super lightweight. And actually, you'll get to see this rod right here in action on Pro Team Journal at the end of this month and 1st of February on the Outdoor Channel.
That's awesome.
This rod right here pulled in a 2.80 crappie that is just... It was amazing. I don't even want to talk about it. I get chill bumps. but anyway, this rod series I've been making since, or designing and making since 1997 when I was with Bass Pro Shops, and also now with Lew's, 7 foot through 16 foot in length, all the way up to the Sweet 16. So for you trollers out there, these are some great rods, a lot of backbone, tough. But anyway, I'm just saying that, over the years, it's just been a great series. Yeah. And we always kept the same action since day one. Because some rods change, some actions change, but we kept it to the same action the whole way. So it's the Wally Marshall. It's called the WMSO 7 foot would be this one right here. So if you're trying to order something.
How much that retail for here?
This rod right here is $49, and all of my 7-footers are pretty much in that market, $49. If you get a 5.6, it's in like, we don't make a 5.6 in this one, but like in my speed shooters and stuff, which we can go ahead and talk about. The speed shooter rods that I like to dock fish with, shoot docks with the Airwave guides on there. And Airwave, you can see how small these guides are right here. They're like micro guides coming off of the end of it.
Yep.
And, you know, that's unheard of in spinning a lot of times, of having micro guides. And especially this one down here at the front, man. It's just a super small guide. And this little cup right here on this Airwave guide actually cups your line.
Funnels it in.
And it funnels it in there. And then it's coming straight off. And you'll be able to see that on the TV show on Pro Team Journal. Actually, the line coming off the rod in like slow motion.
That's
it's
awesome.
Like really trick. But I make this rod in a 5'6", 6 foot, 6'6", and 7 foot. And it also has a matching reel that goes with it, and it's all green and blue, and it's really sharp color when you get out on the water.
What does that one retail for?
This retails, this 7-footer right here is $49.
$49.
49, and it stair steps like from 39 to 49 in between there, from a 5'6" to a 7-footer. And these rods right here have a really fast tip on the end of them, so it's like this.
Mm-hmm.
The other rod there, like I wouldn't use this rod fishing in brush. Like if I was going to cast into brush, I wouldn't use a stiff rod. I would use a rod like this one right here. If I'm going to cast into brush and I'm using a 16th ounce jig or a 32nd, I can cast it in the brush and just retrieve real slow, and it will roll over them limbs and drop down in them holes in them piles, and you can just bring it over the next limb. Yeah, you're going to get hung up every now and then, but hey man, I'll give up a 25-cent jig to catch a 3-pound crappie.
That's right.
You know, and so but by using a softer tip, you'll notice this one right here is a little bit more parabolic, and so it's a little bit softer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so by using this rod right here, you can throw it in the brush and retrieve it back. And I'm talking about without a weed keeper, you know, without a weedless jig, you know. So you'll be able to see that on the Pro Team Journal show. It's called what is that? East Texas Slabs, I think is what it's called. It might be called the Wally Wiggle. I don't know.
The Wally Wiggle.
The Wally Wiggle. I was actually doing the Wally Wiggle down there in Florida with this rod right here, because I was stuck with this rod when I went to do that show. I was stuck with this one because I'd left all my long rods, my jigging poles, in the truck.
Really?
And so I had to cast.
Yeah.
Nobody cast in Florida. They all jig in the lily pads, or they're long lining or trolling, pushing with multiple rods. But I did 2 casting shows this year, and I guarantee it, man, that's the most fun
It is.
on the planet Earth. I'm telling you, it's just unbelievable. So I was stuck with this right here, and so I'm casting. Of course, you get distance with Airwave guides, so I can stay further back. It was kind of clear water, kind of that tannic water, but it's clear.
Don't want to spook them a little bit.
Don't want to spook them, so I put my talons down about 40 foot from the structure, and I was just casting to that structure, and I would actually get mad if I didn't get a bite. So you're going to see the shad pole in action. You're going to see the Slabalicious in action this coming month on, like I said, the Outdoor Channel.
That's awesome.
You know, talking about taking care of your fish, you know, talking about taking care of your bait, you know, man, a lot of folks go to the bait house and they get their minnows and they try to put 3 pounds in a 1 pound bucket, and it's hot outside.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that.
Right.
You know, you can't do that. If you're going to buy bait, split it up into bags and keep them in the bags till you get to the lake. They have plenty of oxygen. But you can also treat your water in your live well and your minnow buckets with Crappie Care and Minnow Maker from TH Marine.
Yeah, you could get that. You can get the water right out of the faucet.
Oh yeah, you can get chlorine water and put it in there. It doesn't matter, because this right here is going to take out all the chlorine, all the harsh metals. It's going to keep your bait fresh. It keeps the slime on the bait itself. It doesn't take the slime off your fish. So if you're weighing fish at the weigh-in, you need more slime, you know, to get more weight. You're not really enhancing the the fish, I mean, they just keep their natural slime.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Crappie Care that treats 1 ounce treats 60 gallons.
That's a lot.
And so, and you're not, in this product here, it doesn't color your live well.
Yeah.
It doesn't stain your live well. And you know,
me and Brad used it down at a national championship in Crappie Masters a couple of years ago or something, and this was in dead hot Mississippi summer, and we filled our coolers up with it. I fished on a aluminum boat, no shade on it, and put that stuff in there right out of the water in the faucet, and I was proud of myself because I had the most lively fish in the lineup.
Oh yeah, they were just like they were just caught. I mean,
yeah.
Right, and another thing, you know, if you hang one deep, you know, and he's bleeding just a little bit, you can actually take this and pour it directly on that spot, and put the fish back and kind of hold him for a little bit, and then put him back in the live well.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, you're going to weigh that fish that day.
That's awesome.
So
That's
he ain't going to die. I mean, it's a money deal. I mean, you're going for money, and so by having Crappie Care or Minnow Maker. Minnow Maker's even stronger than Crappie Care. I don't have a bottle of it here, but it does 1 ounce, 90 gallons.
Good Lord.
Wow.
That's 1 ounce, 90 gallons. I mean,
That goes a long way then.
yeah, and you can get it in gallon jugs. You can get it in half gallon, and also you can get it in 16th ounce. You know, I mean 16 ounces of Crappie Care. I like it because it has that 1 ounce little measure up there, and you can squirt it up in there and not waste your product in your live well.
You don't have to worry about pouring it into something else.
Exactly. So, but you know, that's the key is keeping your water cool and keeping your bait fresh. You know, if you're using live bait, you just got to keep it fresh. And of course, you want to weigh your crappie at the end of the day.
That's right.
Or you know, some people don't care because they're not in a tournament, but they still want to keep their bait fresh.
I could say they need that minnow alive.
Or even getting geared up practicing for a tournament. I mean, that's one thing about a tournament. You got to learn how to keep your fish alive, and that product right there will definitely do that.
That's correct. Many days before the tournament, you can have it. But one of the super products that
is a buzz going around Grizzly Jig about this one.
Oh, Grizzly! I hope everybody's talking about it. It's the new Atta-Hook, Mr. Crappie Atta-Hook by Bullet Weight, and you can tie a crappie rig in 30 seconds.
Yeah, you put us some back now, didn't you?
Man, I tell you what, I'm gonna have to grab some because there's not many left. I think there's about 20 left.
Really?
And so,
goodness.
But yeah, you can put stations on your line within seconds with the Atta-Hook, and I don't have one out of the package here. I'd show you how to do it, but anyway, you can check it out on bulletweights.com. There's a deal on the line, and also you can check it out on the Fishing Wire, and we got a video up there showing how to use the Atta-Hook, and it's an amazing product.
Where's that video at again?
It's on the Fishing Wire, or you can check it out at bulletweights.com. Right. There's a deal on there about that.
Guys, I recommend y'all look that up and check out how to.
Very
awesome.
Cool product.
Very cool. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy.
Now, how much are them retail for again?
These right here are $4.69 for 10, and so that'll rig 5 rods.
Yeah.
Okay, and so 2 to a rod, and like you can reuse them if you don't lose them, and I hope you lose 1 million of them. But it's quick, it's easy, and you don't have to set up all night tying rigs.
It's fast.
Hey, I was talking to a guy at the Henry show in Nashville a couple of weeks ago, Blair Wiggins, that does saltwater. He's like, man, what is that? And I said, yeah, it's the Atta-Hook. And he goes, dude, I tie bait rigs all the time to catch bait, to catch bigger fish, you know.
Right.
And he said, I don't have to sit up all night and tie rigs now. I can just tie them right there in the boat.
Yep.
So what I like to do is just take the Atta-Hook and I put it on there, and I can rig up my Atta-Hooks prior to with the hooks already on them. I use a snelled hook if you're doing live bait, if you're trolling. And so you just take the snelled hook, throw the loop through there, or just hook the hook through there, then run it through the loop and pull it. It takes about 1 second.
Yeah.
So, but that's a great product.
It's a good game changer.
And you can get it at Grizzly Jigs, the only place in the world you can get it today, at 1-800-305-9866. So, yeah, I've been dealing with Grizzly Jigs for a long, long time. A great family, Louie and Wade and Lance and Lancy, their mom, that she's the glue that holds it together. That's here. Right. and she's kind of the cheerleader. She's the go-to girl, and believe me, she's kept this family together for a long, long time. And big hats off to the Mansfield family for giving us this opportunity every year to come and sell your wares here, but introduce your new products at Grizzly Jigs right here at the first of the year, just cranking it off.
Yeah, and the public Public can come in and have one-on-one. You got free seminars. You get one-on-one with advice from the pros.
Man, there's every pro here that does all kinds of, from trolling to long lining to crank bacon. Bacon. Yeah, crank bacon. Yeah, that's on some crappie. But, every technique's talked about here. And also Humminbird's here doing a class of how to use their units.
That's awesome.
And so they'll come by and pick you up at Grizzly and take you down to the auditorium here. And they got a big production down there that shows you actually how to use. But, Humminbird units come preset. Turn it on. And go through the motions. That's it. You don't have to adjust anything. It's already preset. But another item that I'm really proud of is the double swiveled power trolling weights. If you're a troller out there, double swivel weights will keep reduced line twist, etc. And so we have them from 3/8 ounce up to 3 ounces. And as I was driving up here the other day, a guy called me from Maine. And he goes, man, I see your Mr. Crappie weights with the double swivels. I need them in 2 ounce. And I go, why 2 ounce? He goes, well, in Maine, they have lead laws.
I've heard that.
So you can't use anything 1 ounce or less.
Oh, wow.
If it weighs 1 ounce, 0.2, you can use it.
I'll be down.
And so what he was wanting was the double swivels, because he had some kind of what he called cuss traps. It's some kind of fish that they're catching, and when they get on there, the double swivels, it doesn't mess up their tangle up their traps. And I said, yeah, man, they got them at Grizzly Jigs. I had him call Grizzly, and he got him some 2 ounce weights.
That's awesome.
And if you guys out there that love to troll, 3/8 ounce all the way up to power trolling with 3 ounce weights when you start the summertime bite. So. But, the Mr. Crappie brand and the Wally Marshall products, Grizzly Jigs carries all of them, all of my products from most of my companies, and from anywhere from rod holders to the Strike King baits that we design. We also got the new glow baits here from Strike King in the shad pole, the Slabalicious, and just several glow baits here. Ready to go. They carry all Strike King products of the Mr. Crappie baits. So, man, I'll tell you,
it looks like you've been working. It looks like you're tired,
dude. I started out first of the year, Collinsville, Missouri. Left Collins, went there for 1 day. Left there, went to Nashville for 4 days. Left there, went to Las Vegas. Stayed there 4 days, come 2:30 in the morning, got home, got up, went to Arkansas to Hot Springs, and then at 6:30 the other night I drove here. So,
are you ready to crappie fish yet?
Oh man, I'm ready to jerk one plumb out of the water.
I'm sure.
I am so ready to go fishing and be laid back and everything. But
when you get a chance to do that?
Oh man, it's going to be about April.
About April.
Really?
About end of March to April. But I'll be working on the Crappie Expo. I'll be working on the Crappie Expo. I'm getting a lot of calls. There's a big article in Fish and Tackle Retailer this month about the Expo, and I have the magazine here. And it goes to every manufacturer and every dealer in the United States. And I've got 6 or 8 calls. I've got 2 national sponsors off the deal. And I had a company call me called landbigfish.com. And they said, hey, we want in the crappie world. We want to be part of the crappie world. We want a 40 by 40 booth.
Wow.
And we want to be a national sponsor. And they've got it down in bass, but they want to come and just be a big part of the deal. and fly the flag.
Just from Crappie Connection, I know Justin and I both talked about it numerous times. Is, man, we thank you for the support and helping it go in that direction.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's when I met with Berkeley, B&M at the Big Rock Show, I met with Berkeley, Jack Wells. I met with the people from Berkeley Pure Fishing with their marketing people and their marketing roadshow that they have. I met with Charlie Brewer. I met with Wes Campbell from Blakemore. I met with Joe Crumrine from Bullet Weight. All of these companies were at a round table, and what came of the deal was, okay, Wally, what are we going to do at the expo? What do you guys want to see?
Yeah.
What do you want? And first, it was about family. It was about kids and family, and that's the direction we want to go to. And so then it was about what kind of advertising are we going to get? We're going to do advertising. Of course, this is advertising here.
Yeah.
And also billboards and a video and commercial on TV and radio shows and stuff like that. What we're going to do. Also giving away the boats every day. We're going to give away a boat a day.
I hope I do that.
We're giving.
So that's a 3. Is that 3 boats or is it 4 boats?
3 days. 3 days. 3 boats. We're going to give away with 3 boats, a boat a day at the Crappie Expo, and it's free to the public. That's what's good about this show. It's going to be family atmosphere. We're going to have the world's largest crappie fry, not fish fry.
Sounds delicious.
World's largest crappie fry. We got 10,000 reasons to come, because that's how many fillets. Yeah, we're going to have 10,000 fillets.
What? How do you win a boat? You buy a ticket, or
you don't have to buy anything. It's free. You just walk up. The boat's sitting there. We got a big tumbler. You fill out the form and put it in the tumbler. And every day at 5 o'clock, we draw the winner. We're giving away a Ranger 178 crappie boat, fully loaded, motor, everything, depth finders, rod holders, and we could probably find some rod holder company around here to put some rod holders on them.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Absolutely.
Maybe something 2 guys or a guy won it twice.
Oh man, same guy wins 2 boats. That would be crazy.
I'd be lucky.
But yeah, man. I'll tell you, it's going to be such a blast to be there.
Oh yeah, we can't wait to be there.
And
for sure.
and the fish fry is free too, And what they have to do is go to the manufacturers, and the manufacturers will have tickets to the fish fry, and you can't get in the fish fry unless you have a ticket.
Oh my goodness.
So it drives foot traffic
to come visit
with the companies.
And that's why those people are there. They're wanting to meet the public. They're wanting to tell about everything that's going on in the crappie fishing world.
Arkansas State Troopers are going to be there with their vehicle to meet the kids, and their vehicle is absolutely going to be full of lures. And they're going to hand out lures all day long.
That's cool.
To kids, and to families, and to get that interaction. Hey, I'm a great guy. I'm a good guy. Type deal. So
yeah,
it's they're bringing their helicopter. That's really cool.
I want to ride.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll let you ride in the helicopter, but they're going to bring the helicopter to the fish fry.
Yeah.
So.
Brad, you got some questions you want to answer real quick?
Well, I know one thing, and I believe we didn't discuss it before, but what is absolutely Mr. Crappie's favorite way to crappie fish?
I like to shoot docks.
I figured that.
Yeah. Hey, it's just something about shooting docks. It was so funny. One year we was fishing the Classic in Florida, and we were trolling and catching some fish, but we shot docks for the first day, and we were like in second place the first day shooting docks. And I told my partner, Jeff Hyman, I said, we're going to shoot docks tomorrow, and we went up there and shot a couple of docks and wasn't nothing on it. So we went to trolling to catch some fish. And we got to this one dock, and I said, man, we've got to fish this dock. And he goes, no, man. I said, pull over at that dock. And he kind of trolled around this dock while I was shooting it. And I shot it from every direction. I said, pull behind this dock. And there was just one pole right in the center of the dock. And so I done shot it about 4 or 5 times. And so I go around the back of the dock, and I shoot in there, and I catch a 197. That was a stud. I'm talking about one stud on that dock. But it's just being persistent,
right.
And hey, we didn't win the tournament, but Man,
it's not all about winning all the time. So learning and having fun doing it as well.
Just being persistent. If you want to catch more fishing or more crappie, slow down, slow way down, and be persistent. Check us out on Pro Team Journal, and of course, I would like to thank everybody here at the Crappie Connection. I'm telling you, this is the real deal. You're going in the right direction. I love what you guys are doing. You're bringing it to the forefront, and I look forward to seeing you at the Crappie Expo.
Oh, yeah. This is not the last time you'll see Mr. Crappie out here. I promise
okay. Well, anyway, I've got a seminar here just in a few minutes, so
thanks for your time.
Hey, thank y'all.
As always.
Hey, thank y'all so much for being here at Grizzly Jig.
More thanks to them, Grizzly Jig. Like I said, being back here in the warehouse, grabbing all these guys, coming back here doing some podcasts, getting everything out to the public there for everybody. Another special thanks to Crappie Crazy, the direction of Mark Stowe. Check them out. Other than that, y'all want to add something else before we sign out?
No, we're good.
All right.
Hey, man, I'm going to put this out there.
All right.
Let's get it.
Over the years, people have been talking for 30 years. How can we make crappie fishing bigger? Well, they talk a good game. They walk a good game, but they don't want to put in the time to make it. Now, you guys, you're putting in the time to make it better. This show is going to make crappie fishing a better deal because you're teaching people how to make it better every day.
Thank you.
And the expo with a $100,000 tournament, and they want to say that there's larger tournaments, but I haven't seen it. Not in cash.
That's right.
Cash money. We're talking about no boats, no towels, no rain suits.
What was the date on the expo again?
October 4, 5, and 6 at the Hot Springs Convention Center in Hot Springs, Arkansas. And there's a lot to do in Hot Springs. There's if you want to look, have a vacation and bring your family, because it's going to be kid friendly. Academy Sports is going to have a pond there with bluegill in it.
Really?
And we're going to tag the bluegill with colored tags.
Yeah.
And if you catch a red one, it's Berkeley, so the kids can go to Berkeley and get their prize.
That's awesome. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we
fun.
keep finding something new to this whole organization here in this tournament. It's just awesome.
Oh yeah, we got to have it family friendly because there's a lot of single moms out there that has kids and they're always looking for something to do. Well, this is for free. They can go for free. They can eat for free.
That's crappie fishing.
Hey, and it's at a Crappie Expo in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Well, guys, y'all heard it first from Mr. Crappie, Wally Marshall himself.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Justin Berry.
I'm Brad Chappell here.
And we're out of here.
Mr. Crappie. And watch these two guys and listen every week.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right.
Holla.
I'll always remember. Cabin on the lake and a fishing pole. Forever here I'll rest my soul. I can feel my worries drift away.